do an outstanding job with the relievers, and that was something we saw towards the end of the season. Houston came here. I think we had a walk-off win against them.
Yeah.
We went to Cleveland and we faced Hand and older new guys, and we beat them over there. And you guys know what we do with the other team. we put good at bats, but with Steve here, he can DH, he can play first, he can hit third, we can hit him in the bottom of the lineup. Him and Mitch, they complement each other, and not because he's here, but honestly, when he came in, it was amazing the way he just gelled with the clubhouse. It was amazing. He'll show up at noon. He was probably one of the last guys in the clubhouse, but honestly, people ask me about Nate and Steve and Ian. I never had to have a team meeting and welcome them. The guys in the clubhouse, they did an outstanding job. First of all, believing in them. It really helps when your first pitch you see against the Yankees, you hit a double. And then you hit 3 home runs against them. But it was fun to watch from where I was, and I'm glad he's back. Everybody knows that we're trying to bring Nate back. There's a lot of teams out there that they're very interested, like 5 or 6 or 10 or 12. I don't know. But we're doing everything possible to bring him back. If we accomplish that, we go to Vegas, in the next 2 days for the winter meetings, and let's see what happens. Dave, this is the first time Dave has a chance to build a team to repeat. He went with the Marlins, and they told him, "Hey, you have to trade everybody. We don't have any money. You don't have, they didn't have a chance to repeat." And now, as you guys know, ownership here, they do a pretty good job money-wise. Nothing to hide. We had, you guys know in October they talk about that. We have the highest payroll in the big leagues, and it's because of the fans and everything that you show up to Fenway every day. You're helping us out to sign guys like Steve and Ian, trade for Ian, or get Nate. So we'll see what happens, but we're trying to get the big guy first, and then we go from there.
So many smart moves, though, over the course of the season by the front office. And Steve, you and I were chatting before we went on about the culture that Alex has put in place in the clubhouse, where it feels like next man up. And the classic example is Brock Holt hits for the cycle against the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. 16-1 runaway, and doesn't play the next game. But that's the Red Sox of 2018, right?
If you pay attention to the whole playoffs, every position player had something to do with winning the World Series. Even I know Blake didn't have too many innings, but he had to come in and catch in the 9th inning of one of the games. I don't remember which one, but he had to catch. And Ian got a big hit against Ryu. Ian got a big hit against CeCe in New York. You start going to all the position players, and they were a big part of it. And one thing for sure, I know he's going to talk a little bit, but they're giving too much credit to what we do as a coaching staff. They're very talented. Athletic-wise, baseball IQ. I've never been in a group, and I played 13 years in big leagues, have coached 2, and I've been in 2 World Series champions the last 2 years. This team, from day one in spring training, and adding the pieces that we did throughout the season, all the way to October 28th, they were locked in mentally, and that was fun to watch. Sometimes I sat in the office, I was like, wow, this is cool. I'm glad that I'm managing this team.
Impressive, yeah. Really impressive. Steve, you talked about that too, how, right to Alex's point, you can look around and say, all right, we've got a great mentality, we're humble, next man up. But man, there are a lot of talented guys in that clubhouse. I mean, that's the difference maker between being a good team and being a champion, right?
Oh yeah, and we all accept what our roles are. You know, with me and Mitch, when he's playing, I know there's a chance that I'm going to be going in the game. And so if we're not in the lineup, we know that there's a chance that we're going to have to go replace somebody, and we're ready. We're ready the whole time, you know, up and down the lineup. So.
Yeah, it was such a pleasure to watch, because what came out in October, you guys are playing, you're managing the games, you're playing in the games, but what came out for the national audience was the humility of you guys. Because let's be honest, the Yankees were really cocky, okay? Play in New York and all. The Astros were the world champs, they had a right to be, okay? They were the reigning world champs, loads of talent, and the Dodgers were the National League champs. The Red Sox came off as the, you know what, we're just gonna let what we do on the field do the talking, and that's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, and I remind them sometimes how good they are, because they tend to forget, especially the right fielder. He forgets how good he is. But towards the end of the season, a lot of coaches came up to me and were like, you know what, you guys are doing it right. You guys are playing the game the right way, and you guys don't stop playing. I mean, you guys don't stop playing. Actually, one of them was Phil Nevin, and we know what happened during the season with Phil. He came up to me and he's like, Alex, the way you guys are doing it is unreal. Every player, even the September Colors, when we went to Cleveland, Sam Travis, Lynn, Cuevas.
Both homer, yeah.
Yeah, Cuevas. It was like, yeah, and it was fun to manage them. It was something that they never stopped playing, regardless of the score. There was a game in New York that we were down by 7 or 8. They brought in Zach Britton, and they started throwing the ball all over the place. And all of a sudden, it was you at the plate, huh? You miss a pitch or something like that. We have bases loaded. Probably, yeah, some pick, whatever. It was like, yeah, it was a ground ball in the middle, something weird. But it felt like we were in every game. You know, you sat there and like, yeah, we got a chance to win. We got a chance to win.